Hello everyone, today I'll be making a quick guide on Warrior. I'll show you how to make a good build and what weapons to use. I'll start with the build that I'm using. As you can see, I'm not using much attack speed, because you don't really need that much. But even with 40 attack speed, it's only increasing my speed by 5.8. But with Traster, with my P-Gale, it's still really fast. You really do not need that much speed on Warrior. It's kind of like a cosmetic style, I won't lie. Having around 100 size as well makes my attacks 19.2% bigger. But you can have more size if you want, but like this is good enough, man. You don't need more size than this. I'll be sure. And I have 121 power. If I show you my P-Gale on Ardent Traster, it's 185. Which it's not the most, but like because of how fast and massive it is, it's good as fuck. I won't lie. I'm using Claws 274 and it does bleeding. I think it does 5 ticks, yeah, an extra 50 damage. Yeah, 130 power, well 121 power. It's pretty good. You should have around this. Anything like below 100, your attacks really won't be doing that much unless you're using like tempered or like, yeah, tempered or strong. Now I'll talk about the weapons. I won't lie, Warrior is carried by Traster. I mean, you can win Warrior without Traster, but it's kind of mid. On my Traster, I'm using Ethereal Flash, Piercing Gale, Spiral Thrust, and Impaling Strike. As you saw earlier, the P-Gale on Traster doesn't really do much damage, 185, and it doesn't apply bleed. So what a lot of people do is they use like Thunder Spear or Green Wish Staff. I prefer Thunder Spear, it's way faster than Green Wish, I think. But like the P-Gale on this, it does way more damage. There you see, it does 216 and it applies bleed, compared to this, which is only 185 and it doesn't apply bleed. But the P-Gale on this is bigger though, as a compensation. But personally, I'll just run Piercing Gale on this. But if you want, you can also just use Thunder Spear for just a P-Gale, but yeah, I don't really recommend it. Yeah. Atlantean Claws is another really good weapon on Warrior. I use Bursting on mine, but that's also good if you don't mind them being a bit slower. On my Claws, I'm using Primal Swipe, Beast Instinct, and Spiraling Fury. Primal Swipe, as you can see, it doesn't really have much range, but it has a shit ton of size. The size is really good on them. So the damage is insane as well. 274 and it does 5 ticks of 10 bleeding. It's kind of crazy. Now, Beast Instinct is really good if you know how to use it. It does a lot of damage, but it is quite easily punishable. Like, if I use it, give me a sec. If I use it, it's really punishable by grabs or like other things. So what I recommend doing is, hey, test subject, can you like grab me when I do it? Grab me. Like, I can't really do anything when this happens, so I just kind of have to eat it. So what I recommend doing is using Beast Instinct and then spamming a grab like that, so they don't grab you in it. And the Spiraling Fury on Claws, it's a lot slower than the Spiraling Fury on Dagger, but the size on him is really big. It hits a lot, and what I like doing is Spiraling Fury and then Beast Instinct. It's a really good combo. Plunders are also a really good Warrior exclusive weapon. They have 4 M1s compared to Musket, which only has 1. It has Power Shot, which is basically just Piercing Shot, but it has a less cooldown than Piercing Shot, so I prefer it. I think it does less damage though, but the cooldown's really low, which is pretty good. It also has Rapid Fire, sorry, which is a lot of damage. Oh my fucking god, what? It's like 600 damage. That's really good. It also has a nice grab. You can put multi-shot on it as well, which is, I don't really use it much, but it's not bad. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I recommend using Tempered, it's just 3 damage in it. Other great weapons are like Atlantean Cutlass, which is, it's a better version of Kai. It does a bit less damage, but the size, it's way bigger. I use Sword Draw, Flying Slash, Shining Cycle, and Whirlwind. The Shining Cycle damage isn't really that good. It's not that bad. I think Whirlwind does more. Yeah, Whirlwind does more. I prefer Whirlwind over Shining Cycle anyway. But just use these two together, it's really good. The thing about this is that Flash Strike, it shares a cooldown with Ethereal Flash on Traster. So I don't really recommend using them both together. I use Strong on this. It doesn't really need more speed, doesn't need more size. And what I will say is Flying Slash, it's more of like a move you use on the ground than the air, because it has a lot more size when you do it on the ground. As you can see, that's how you use flying slash thrower. It's more of a grand move. The size on it is really big. A really good weapon to use with Trasta is Skulltooth Dagger. Let me equip Trasta with this, because this applies burning and this applies charred. So when you use them together, it petrifies them, which like slows them down a lot. So what I like to do is I petrify them, and then usually I'll have claws with this setup. And when they're petrified, I run in and I use Beast Instinct, and it's a guaranteed hit. It's really fucking good. I use Dagger, Throw, Spiraling Fury, Shining Cyclone, Flying Phoenix. Now, a little thing I forgot to mention about Trasta is when you use it, you can follow up with Shining Cycle. So a good thing to do with these two is to use the Piercing Gale, use this, they get petrified, and then use the Beast Instinct. The only thing that counters this is them using a grab. But like, yeah, it's still a really good little combo. Song of Swords is also really good, especially used with Trasta, because you can use this, and then you can use, I'm pressing the wrong thing, then you can use Rising Tide. It's a pretty good combination. The only thing I will say is if you're using Skulltooth Dagger with this combination, the soaked from this clears charred. So if I hit him with this, I didn't do this, it doesn't petrify, which is like the only bad thing I will say about using these three. If you're not using Scald, it doesn't really matter. I recommend using Bursting or Dense. Dense is probably better. I just only have a Bursting one. But Song of Swords is also really good. Okay, some more good weapons. Atlantean Dense Bow. Now this weapon it's really fucking good, especially in wars. Storm of Arrows. It's got a really good AoE, and it does so much damage. You just spam this in wars. In 1v1s, I don't really recommend it because it's like it's not as effective if you're only really doing it on one person. But the damage on it is insane. I'm using Dense. Come here. You don't really use Quick Draw. You only really use Storm of Arrows, and the M1 on this, it's kind of slow. I mean, you could still use it. As you see, Storm of Arrows. The damage it's really good, and you can use this on multiple people. Like the AoE on it is really good. I kind of recommend like running back in a war and just charging it to the max. I missed. But the damage is insane. Ardent Ravenna Great Axe is also really good. Crushing Judgment. Why are you parrying, you bitch? It's a really easy parryable move, but it's good. Striking Gale. Big ass Tornado. Raging Impact is good, but like startup's kind of long. And Devastate, don't really use that. But these two are good for wars. I don't really recommend them in 1v1s. But okay, Scimitars as well. These are good in 1v1s. Sovereign Eagle. Mirrored River, really good, and Shining Cycle. I'm using Dense on them. These are really good. Okay, so I'll talk about the playstyle now. I'll be using this setup. This is a really good setup for 1v1s. Trasta, Claws, and Skulltooth Dagger. Because of course these synergize, like I said earlier. And when you petrify, you can run in with Beast Instinct. So hey, test subject. You want to move one? Hey, okay, go. So I'll show you. You use it. I like to charge up Ethereal Flash quite a lot. I miss it there because I'm ass. But charging up Ethereal Flash is pretty good if you don't get punished. I did get hit with a blast there, but I was able to get him in a grab. With that grab, you usually go forward and do that. For the record, I am off region. Okay, this is a different. I don't know what region this is, like Brazil or some shit. You see the damage on that? Yo, you're supposed to attack back, you dumbass. Yeah, the P-Gale on Trasta is really good, the damage is not the best though. How the fuck did that hit me? Oh my god, I gotta retire, man. Okay. That was not scripted, But you can use Barrel Thrust on this. I don't really use it though, because it's kind of gay. But it's really good in 1v1s. Especially, I only really use in hunting though. But it is really good. If you want to know how more about like the playstyle of Warrior and like these type of weapons, or like plunders or anything, I do have a few montages on it. I know I have one on like this setup. I think it's like the you can't stop the vein one. I also have like a different one where I use like I use like scimitars, Atlantic Cutlass, and I think Thunder Spear. That one's my Warrior montage. But those kind of show off the playstyle of Warrior a bit more, if you want to know. Oh, and also the stats. I went 10 Vitality, because you don't really gain anything from the extra 10 in weapons. 270, you gain like the Sparrow Thrust on Trastar and some other things. So there's no real point in going 280. Getting the extra 10 in Vitality gives you like 50 health. It's you don't really lose anything. It's like a 350 health, so I recommend doing that. But that's pretty much all for Warrior. It's kind of a boring class, I won't lie. But it is really powerful if you know how to use it. It's really easy to learn as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.